All right, what's going on, Vet88? Hopefully I can get this video done one take. I'm gonna do a lot of edits and stuff like that, so I'm gonna try to be brief and I'm gonna just try to stick straight to the point and keep it moving from there. So if you've seen the video that I posted a little while ago, it was basically a video about me spray painting my rifle scope. Now, it was pretty much just like a little tutorial in a sense. I know a lot of people like to do a lot of different things when it comes to spray jobs, and then I know some people just really are kind of like completely against it, saying, hey, if you spent all of this money on it, why would you go and spray it? So for me personally, I enjoy the artistic style of it, or the artistic side of it, because I used to do a lot of drawing and painting and stuff like that when I was younger. So now that I have stuff that is, new hobby, should I say, I like to incorporate my artisticness over into that too. So I just wanted to give you guys pretty much a more close-up view of the rifle scope that I ended up spraying a couple of days ago. And of course, I'll link the video for it in the description for this video, of course. So I'll go ahead and let you see it. As you can see right here, this is our rifle scope. It is a 2:7 magnification rifle scope, as you can see right there. And then I'll flip it around, of course. So there you go. Of course, got a light on. You see our offset light that we, you see our offset red dot that we have right here. And yeah, did a little spray job on it, a little mesh, a little net, and pretty much did it how I wanted to do it, honestly. I started with a base coat of like a flat matte earth brown or something like that. And I did a brown base coat basically because the rifle scope itself, or the scope itself, was already black, so I didn't want to have to try to make something lighter that was already a dark color to begin with. So I pretty much showed you guys the tutorial how to do your prep work, taking everything apart, wiping it down with alcohol, making sure that you tape off everything that you want to be taped off to pretty much prevent anything like overspray, or anything getting on stuff that doesn't need paint on it. Obviously, I mean, even these turn caps right here, you see, I'll take them off for you and unscrew these. So yeah, I took the caps off, so I know that when it's time to put it on, I don't have to worry about a lot of paint pretty much rubbing up against one another or things like that. If you've shot any type of guns that have had Cerakote on the slide and on the frame and stuff like that, you kind of get that gritty feeling until you really like break it in. But for me, I don't really want to go and do that if I don't have to. So of course, like I said, I taped everything off. So that way when it's time to put these caps back on, everything just screws back on how it's supposed to with no issues, and we're good to go. So, and I did the same, of course, right here on the top cap. So this one will come right off, of course, just like the other one. Painted it on the top, as you can see, and then on the inside it's completely blacked out. Threads are clean, as well as the threads here for your wind and elevation section too. So when it's time to put them back on, I don't have to deal with any type of grittiness or rubbing or grinding or anything like that. And then of course, when I did the front, I pretty much packed in the front lens. I'm not sure if you can see that, but I packed in the front lens with some paper and napkins, and then I taped it around the top, of course. And I didn't worry about the flip caps because I'm not a cap user when it comes to my scopes. I pretty much just like to leave them open like this. I guess if I needed the caps, I could put them on and they'll be all black still, but I really didn't care that much about them. It's more for protection around, I guess, the bezel area. But if I needed that, say if I'm finna go and maybe put it in the case and take it to the range or something like that, then yeah, maybe I'll put the caps on just to keep it from getting marred or scratched up or anything like that. But at the end of the day, like I said, man, I really like the paint job. I really like to do it. It's really fun to me. It's interesting. It's entertaining. I don't mind, even though if I pay for something, it's mine. So I'm gonna do what I want to do with it. And there you go. So of course, on these, I painted the mounts, as you can see right here, as well as the screws, or the I don't know what you call these, but these are the pieces that you use to unscrew the mount. So I actually took those off too, and then I sprayed those the same brown base coat, but I didn't do any type of extra paint on those. So I pretty much just left them dark, and then everything else, of course, I did kind of like the two-tone paint job. And with the scope up top, as you can see, it kind of has that, kind of funky little thing, but I actually used a mesh grocery carrier kind of thing that went in one of my old cars. I forgot I had it, so I looked in the garage, found it, and it's thicker than just using like a mesh for like a laundry basket that you might get, because you can go to Walmart and get them for like $1 or $2 and get the little white trash hampers and just pretty much cut out the mesh. But the mesh is so like tight as far as the spacing in between them, I feel like it doesn't give it that look that you're looking for when it comes to kind of having that broken up, you know, kind of look to it. So I did that with this. I'm not going to spray the whole rifle because I actually like this rifle black how it is because I built it out and I wanted it to be that way. So I'm not going to change that portion of it. But as far as the pistol grip on it, Daniel Defense, as you can see, I sprayed that a long time ago. Still holding up good, and this paint job is going to hold up well too. And also, if you watch the video, you'll understand why it holds up well in comparison to other people's projects that they might have done. It's because at the end of the day, once you finish your spray job, you got to put you on a clear coat. Just like a car, you got to have a protectant and a sealant. So when I sprayed this rifle scope, I pretty much went with a matte clear coat, and I matte clear coated everything. Of course, everything was broken apart, so every piece of item that can come apart off of the scope, from the top mount section here to the bottom mount section that goes onto the rail, to the caps, to the rifle itself, everything was clear coated once it was all said and done. So I know that in the end, I'm not gonna have any issues with it rubbing off, breaking off, or, you know, looking real bad. Over time it will, but it'll take some time for that to happen. The grip, like I said right here, this Daniel Defense grip, I sprayed this over a year ago and it still looks good. I don't have any rubbing or grittiness or nothing like that, because once I sprayed it, even though it's rubber, I sprayed it properly or cleaned it off properly. My prep work, I you know, pretty much sprayed it right, let it dry, sprayed it again, and then on top of that, I put my clear matte coat finish over it, so I know that, hey, I'm not gonna have any issues, especially when you're holding this a lot and you're doing a lot of shooting. If you don't do that, it'll come off a lot, but as you can see, it barely, you know, has come off since I sprayed it. And like I said, it was over a year ago, and I think the only part that really kind of faded off was just this back grip section, and that's pretty much where the web of my hand goes, and that would be pretty typical. All right, so that's everything for this video. I appreciate you guys for watching this. Like I said, I'll put a link down in the description so that you can see the video and the tutorial of how I actually sprayed this step by step, what you should do and what I think you should do as far as to get you a good quality, solid paint job when it comes to spraying anything, basically, rifle, scope, whatever accessories, handguard, whatever. And that's it. So I'm gonna holler at you guys, Navy Vet 88. Peace.